There you go.
Okay, we good?
Yes.
Okay, welcome back to the Bones of Wa. It was a good break, but now we're back at the North Pole after your small predicament at the cave that Malfae had discovered, which we've now affectionately named Duilkin's Last Stand for documentation purposes. We now return to the outpost. And like what I said last time, this is where we begin the party's long rest. So, as a quick refresher uh, for Eric, since Myriad wasn't there, I'm gonna give you a few seconds to look at the map that they were in. Just a few seconds. Your time starts now.
Yeah, you can ask along the way. I can remember.
Hello?
Mm, mm. Pretty good map.
15 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Pretty.
Time's up.
Alright.
Okay. I'm going to flavor that as Malfae like telling you the story about it, about what happened as you go back to the North Pole. Because from last session, you left the cave after Myriad had an oopsie, if you remember,
Why?
James.
Why? What happened?
Right, right.
So what happened was as they were leaving the cave, you remember Brocklor, right? Brocklor the orc.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was Brockler went into the woods, unintentionally deserting the other three, and he found Myriad roaming around amongst the trees. This is where the whole toy maker thing comes into play. And yeah, you did not find him, unfortunately. So you returned, and you saw that Brocklor was wounded, and then one of Dulgan's wolves pounced at you. That's what
Me?
happened.
Mine?
Yeah, yeah. Because it
Okay.
saw that you were a threat. Just one, because there were like
Just one.
three.
Okay. Then
Three,
what
yeah.
do I do? Do I get to fight back?
No, it went off you immediately because Dulcan called them off. But
No,
you weren't.
I was going to fight back, but
Well,
okay.
well, you did like. Did I say that Myriad shoved it off and like a?
No, you did not.
No, I'm asking James.
Hmm?
Did I mention? Ah, well, for the sake of storytelling, I'll say that Myriad put up a fight and then Dulcan called them off. How's that? You
Yeah,
weren't
That's
damaged.
honestly, if the player is absent, never don't involve the characters for now. Just put them to the side. But yeah,
yeah. This was the end at the very end of the session.
Yeah, it wasn't really anything. It was mostly for the lulls anyway.
For the lulls and like actual continuity so that the players.
I did not feel that. But okay, continue.
That's why you have to watch the VOD.
That's why I have to watch the VOD.
Is it just me or the audio is a bit?
Hello, chair.
Hello, I'm not home yet, but I shall chill here for a while.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Is the audio okay on you guys?
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah.
soft, but that's
Yeah.
on me.
It's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
faint,
just
but it's
reload.
good enough.
I'm gonna just reload. But yes, that's what happened. Wolf pounds You guys got back together, and now you're at the North Pole, beginning your long rest after a long day of adventuring. So, for those present on the table right now, can we all roll for what's it called again? Social initiative with a flat
Okay.
charisma.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
that's just for. What's? Oh right, jack of all trades. There you go.
yeah, I'm still counting that, not that critical. I'm still counting that that 20 you got. So, yeah, you guys arrive at the North Pole. It's a bit cold, chilly, and there seems to be more people now. There seems to be more orcs now compared to earlier in the day. The carriage driver, Mark, is in the center of the outpost, and you can see that the carriage has been almost fully repaired. He's still working on the wheels, but he seems to have taken a nap. So, Myriad, what do you do? Start with you first.
I guess I'm just gonna like I know during the travel. Have I already like asked the party, especially like Malfae and Bodhin, what happened? Like coming back to the North Pole during the
Yeah,
trip
I
back.
mean, yeah,
Okay,
you
so
had you had some, you had a pretty decent time to do all that.
all right.
So
I
I'd
guess
say
I'll
you're
just
pretty
take a
filled in.
walk because like finding the toy maker was just an excuse for me to take my mind off things, especially what happened at let's see what outpost is this Fang Point Citadel. Is it correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
correct.
Yep.
So I'm just
From the
gonna
wooden
I'm just gonna
wooden
like take a
sword.
I know, I'm just gonna like take a walk, take my mind off
Mm-hmm.
things. But I'm still
Okay.
kind of like wary because you never know.
All right.
Because
What
if
are
they're
your
here, then I don't want to be. I don't want to them getting the jump on me.
All
Myriad,
right? What are you?
Hmm?
something come up?
No, just no, just remembering what happened back at the Citadel.
I know that was
Just
a drastic change of pace, but you're still alive, aren't you?
yes, I'm still alive and kicking. What about you? I assume finding I assume finding the Dulkin was his name. What's the spelling?
Duilkin. Hold on, let me just yoink it from my character sheet. God damn it. No, no, no. Oh, yeah, you can hover it.
Huh? Where?
Hover on Mr. on Atreus.
He's right here. Dang it! All right, Dulkin.
Yes.
I assuming finding Mr. Dulkin was a laborious task. Yes.
Well, it was a handful because of his traps. But I have to admit, he is very crafty.
She?
He.
He.
He. All right. Hmm. I suppose he has survived this long. Usually, when people go missing in these types of tundras, they're dead.
Well, no need to be bleak because we found him, and that's one way to be
And that's what
optimistic about.
matters. Yes. I'm surprised we even found him based on our lack of intel.
What do you mean lack of intel? I found
Did
the
we?
cavern. I'm the one who found the cavern.
Yeah. If you remember, on your way to the
Right before we got
Steel Pine
jumped,
Valley.
like as soon as we reached here, right before we got jumped here.
Mm.
You guys remember the big wolf? Yeah.
Yes, I remember it. I remember the big wolf.
Yep. So that be.
I mean, who wouldn't remember
The Bigus Chongus.
the the bastard who destroyed our carriage and possibly traumatized Mark?
What about your clothes?
Oh yes,
I
It's
mean,
in a
and
better shade of red.
You
Well,
notice that
well, it's fading now because I drenched myself into a deep water cavern water.
But the red suits.
No need for flattery compliments, considering the fact that you have to wander off.
I apologize for that.
It's fine.
Speaking of which, now ano, now that you have you have my full attention. What are we going to do for today?
We head back to North
for
Pole.
tonight, technically.
We head back to the North Pole and may probably stay into the into the fortress inn or barracks or wherever the settlement will be there.
So I guess we'll have to get checked in then.
Indeed.
All right. So let's cut to Malfae now. Um, what are you doing, Malfae?
I'm just like updating the map by hand.
Make a history check.
Oh boy. Imagine
Don't worry, this
forgetting.
one's low DC. This
Imagine
one's
for
low DC. So
Can I give you a bardic dive in these trying times? Can I give you?
you pass.
yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You
How
pass
could
already.
I how could I not forget this the
I mean,
Dulcan's last stand where I
you've
all
been to
where
the cave twice, so you're fine. No worry. While you're updating the map, Mark walks over to you and asks, "So how did it go?"
well
It was pretty eventful.
well for Myriad, but for us it is an experience. But we got our lost boy back.
Lost boy? What do you mean?
Dulcan.
He looks at the Duilken and he says, "Ah, pleased to meet you. I'm Mark. I'm supposed to be escorting these ladies, and if you've seen him, a buff monk, yes." And then he leans over to you and asks, "So who's paying for the kid?"
Oh, so you charge for extra. I see.
He's like, he just shrugs. He's like,
Well, I don't know how.
I look over I look over to Malfae with a gleam in my eyes and holding my pouch of electrum pieces.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna roll for this. Will will Malfae be none the wiser? You know what? Hey Myriad,
Yes.
why don't you pay for Dulcan?
I. You very good, sir. What was your what was your fare? Could you remind me of your fare again, Mister Monk?
I'm gonna I'm gonna step away from Myriad and Mark's conversation about the shady transactions and go near to Dulcan.
Okay. Uh, so Mark asks Myriad, "That depends. Where are you going? Where are you bringing him?"
Yeah, but okay. Do I remember? Where we're supposed to bring him?
Yeah, he was supposed to
Citadel,
be no, not to the Citadel, but rather
the outpost,
to Verdant Tree.
Verdant 3. Okay, so I remember back in the way we're supposed to go here too as well. Are we?
There's a
Okay,
couple of ways you can go. You can either
because like
go
we're doing
mission.
like roundabout, which is like
Yeah.
where is my ruler? So like, is it like this? It's just a rough. I know. It, it's not refined, but yeah, just to prove my point.
Yeah, I mean that works.
Okay, so we're making a stop to Verdant 3 before heading over to
Okay.
We
whatever
m-
that is.
we
All
might
right.
as well. I had to contact somebody.
All right.
What would be your fee just to drop him off and drop him off at Verdant 3, the outpost?
Uh, that's about How far is the pole from here? Hold on. Uh, that's about. I forgot how to calculate this. It's 5 copper per mile.
Yeah. So
Five
multiply
copper
something
per mile.
something per mile.
55 silver.
It's 5 times 12, I think. Right?
No?
It's
It's
Five
you
copper,
said
right?
it was 11.1.
no. I'm because this isn't where you're going. This isn't where you're going. You still have to travel a couple, at least one more mile down. So I'm just estimating it because you still need
Ah,
to head down
naruhodo.
south to Verdantry.
Well,
Naruhodo ne.
So
5
12.
copper per round, so that's 60 copper. So that's
6 silver.
6 silver. I'm gonna check my I'm gonna check
Handy
my
dandy
coin first.
pouch coin. Let me check my handy dandy coin purse. Surely
Ah,
no
I have
front.
enough. I was like I have enough for his fare. And I bring him and I hold his hand and like I put it once a electrum piece and one copper piece. That should be enough. Yes.
He looks at the coins, then looks at you, then looks at the coins, and then his palm closes into a fist and says thanks and walks away.
Hmm.
Walks back to the carriage, I mean. And then you see him get back to repairs. So
Oh yeah.
yes, he's almost done, by the way. Cutting back to Malfae now. You're standing with Dwilkin and Brocklor,
Yeah.
who
This is
are
so
just
while
chatting a
approaching
while.
them, I'm just like holding the map and writing it writing something down.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Dulken,
Yeah.
how does it feel to be immortalized in the cross edge map?
What do you mean?
Brings him the map and points to where I drew. Is here.
He's like, oh, I mean, I guess it's cool if it's on your copy. I mean, I don't get what you mean by being immortalized. It's just your copy. He hands you back the map.
Well, it it's it'll be soon. It'll soon be detailed and anong tawag yan? And processed.
Brocklor asks, friend Malfae, what do you mean by processed?
Well, this will be shared across the region.
The two hunter partners lock eyes with each other. They're like, and they both simultaneously say, that's pretty cool. Okay, cool. And they
I
share a
wish
laugh.
I I envy you too. To be put in a pedestal, to be honored. I think that's nice as well.
Hang on,
Like,
BRB.
why, friend Malfoy, are you not honored?
Well, I'm not here to share my sub story. I'm just gonna keep it to myself.
Okay then. Alright, that's fine.
There's no way in hell Malfae's gonna reveal that she's dishonored.
Dishonored out now for peace.
Yes.
As you're finishing up the map, uh, I'm gonna roll actually. I'm gonna see what happens. Hmm. Okay. Follow up roll. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Sure. Brockler and Doyle can take their leave for a while to go to the mess hall. Gotta get some dinner and catch up, of course.
Of course.
And
Hey, Dulkin,
yeah,
you still going to follow us to Verdantry? And your father is waiting
yeah,
for you.
yeah. Just
Okay.
gonna grab something to eat, I guess. Something other than whatever I was eating there.
Well, you should go to the nearest inn and take a rest. Take a rest.
I
Think you
will.
well
Don't worry.
deserved it.
Hmm. So while you're working on the map, from the corner of your eye, you spot by the gate what appears to be a shadowy figure.
And I inspect to see to look closely while at
Alright,
the
I'm back.
same time on the peripheral vision of Malface.
Make a perception check.
Nope, that's a tragedy. Oh god.
I don't know. It looks a bit shadowy. It's pretty far
Wow.
here. It's by
Thanks.
the
Thanks
gate,
for thanks for the.
but you can tell from your peripherals that it's not. It is not the lady that you met in the tavern at Fang Point,
Like
because the
like
shadow is shorter than her.
she only take a glimpse, then look away. Huh, must have been my imagination.
Yeah,
And
but
Okay.
I'm not with her to make this role. No, can I? No.
Um, are you? What are you doing?
are you aware about
I
this happening?
I'm trying to be aware because I don't want to be caught off guard too. You know. I don't.
Okay, well, you know, I'm gonna roll for you
Okay.
because I think that at this point, Myriad is getting close to being a bit shaken up. First the first the encounter, and then getting lost in the woods. Yeah, you're aware. You can make a roll. Your hypersensitivity and your borderline paranoia makes you more alert than you are normally. So go ahead and make a perception roll.
Wait, BRB.
Was
Yeah,
that Eric?
it's gonna be RB. So it's
Yeah, I was gonna BRB.
just me like writing. Can it even
Okay.
catch? I can't. So what does Malfae do in this trying times?
Well, right now you're just filling out the map.
You know what? Since that talk about it being like it being honored in any shape of medium, she just looks
Okay,
at
hello.
the locket
Okay.
that her father gave her.
All right.
Sorry, I'm back. Hello.
Hello. Welcome back.
I
Roll
had to
for
do IT things.
perception
Hi.
and then closes it and puts it back into
Mm.
her pocket again.
All right. Yeah. So Myriad is alert.
Boop.
Yep. You see the figure, the
Mm.
shadowy looking figure, which now looks more like a silhouette than a shadow. Don't know what that could be or who it is, but it's there standing by the gate.
Well, if it's just standing there by the gate, do I recognize what the robe they're wearing?
Uh, from the looks of it, it just looks like a regular. Uh, I don't know the right word for it, but the closest thing in appearance that I can think of is kind of like a trench coat. Like in Resident Evil 4, the merchant dude that Leon
Yeah,
talks to.
The
No.
Aussie man.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I haven't played any evil residents as of late.
but
The
yeah, it looks
fourth
like
one
that.
is good.
It looks
The
like
fourth,
that. Yeah,
the fourth evil resident is good. All right.
Yes.
yeah, it
I,
kind of looks like that. At least the silhouette is.
all right. RE4 merchant. Oh, this one. Hmm. I guess. Yeah, but is I know he's she I know they're by the gate, right?
Hmm.
I guess they're just waiting for something. I'll just go do something else.
Okay, what do you do?
Actually, no. Do my instincts tell me that something is wrong?
I feel like at this
I feel
point,
like that is a question for myself
yeah,
because there's nothing to go. There's nothing to go off about. There's nothing to go on about this. It's just a man in a robe, so I might as well just pass on by. You
Myriad
know?
anxiety.
you could make a wisdom save if you want. Let's see if you
Why do I
immediately
need
can.
to? Why
No,
See
it's
if
not
the
because.
paranoia takes you.
Yeah.
paranoia?
You got
You
shaken
know,
up from
can't
the
can't I
encounter.
can't I just ignore it? And just walk away.
I mean, you
I
could.
mean, that's how I deal with the paranoia.
Yeah, but I'll take notice. So you have to ask. I still have to ask you.
If I if I'm just turning, I know I'm just turning in a different direction. Wait, we're together, right?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
sitting together by the cart.
Um, all right. I guess
Myriad, you seem
uh,
kind of shifty. What's up?
sorry. I thought I just saw something.
You're always seeing something.
Exactly. Aren't our eyes always open?
I'm not gonna have this conversation with you.
I guess I'm just like fake it till you make it. So I'm just gonna walk with me, and I'm just gonna walk with Malfae, and we're just gonna pass on by.
But where are you walking
But
to?
Myriad, I'm
That's the
sitting
question.
down.
Oh wait,
You're
what
the
the
one.
fuck?
You're the one walking.
Okay, uh, if we're just, I guess I'm just gonna stay there if we're not walking.
I did say you guys are sitting by the cart, so
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just sitting by the car. I guess I'm just gonna not look at the
and
general direction.
besides, you've traveled far off from the cavern, so you might have spotted some other intricate details.
Nothing. I might have. I know. I'm gonna try to throw Malfae off by saying nothing. I think I might have saw the toy maker, which is a deception check.
Sure.
Sure. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this.
all right. I didn't ask you
Oh.
to roll, by the way.
It's fine.
Well,
It's
this is just roleplay banter. It doesn't matter.
yeah. It's just like hmm. Okay, fair enough.
So as that as this happens, we're gonna move into the long rest now. So, what are you guys doing for your long rest? It's gonna be 4 hours for Malfae, 8 hours for everyone else.
I'm just gonna.
At least 8 hours for everyone else.
I'm gonna compose a tale again.
All right.
The
Just to,
Schrodinger's toy maker.
just to remind everyone, it is 6 p.m. So yeah.
A lot can happen during those times.
A lot. Yep. So I'm just gonna like compose a tale, like right then and there. I'm just gonna ask Malfae for details about what they found.
All right.
Yeah. Insert obligatory.
Animally.
Yeah, basically.
So it's like, yes, yes. But
And
imagine it drawing like the toy makers, the cover art. So yeah, it's like just to take my mind off things. I'll just make it, and I'll just spin a tale. Maybe just a draft for a tale.
Okay. And Malfae, what are you doing? What's
I'm
Malfae doing? James? James, you there?
yeah, because
What's Mal?
yeah, I the the chair is here.
The chair?
My gaming chair, boys.
So, yeah, what's Malfae doing for the long rest? I mean,
I
you've
mean, I
already
mean,
worked
just
on the map.
just some brooding, moping around, looking at the locket ever so often.
Okay. I feel like I should make you roll a check or something for that, but I don't know what to roll for,
You
so I'll
can
just
make me
table
roll
it
a
for
flat
later.
d20.
Maybe I'll save it for later.
Okay.
I'll think about it. Where are the other two players? Are they even coming or not?
I mean, Cody said he'll be with us soon.
Okay, well that's one. Where's the other one?
What about the other one? Oh boy. Anyway, good
Cause,
nonetheless.
cause if, cause once at some point in the long rest, I'm going to. I was hoping everybody would be here, like by the end of the long rest or near the end of the long rest, because I'm gonna ask you guys to make a decision, and I want everyone to be present for it. So yeah, do you guys wanna forego the break later so we can wait for the others?
I mean, I know we're waiting as we're playing, so yes.
Yeah.
Yes, as in like what? How do we do this?
I guess we just continue as normal. You know?
All right. Okay. So from here on out, for the rest of the session, I guess, uh, Malfae and Myriad have authority on decision. Yeah, since you're
As
the
the
only.
pseudo leader, because no one wants to take responsibility. Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
yeah, that's also a plus point. Okay. All right. I'm going to roll a d4. Okay. 2. About 2 hours after your initial rest. Let me change the music. About 2 hours after your initial rest. Oh, I should put. When you guys are just sitting around, Brocklor and Duil can come back from the mess hall, and with them, they have what appears to be, uh, yeah, you know those like woven rattan baskets that they give you on resorts or like uh, villas and hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come back with one of those, and it's covered with. It looks like a picnic blanket essentially. There's like a cloth that's covering something, and Brockler hands it to you, Malfae. Excuse me. Yeah,
What's
so
this, Brockler?
dinner on me. Thank you. Thank you for helping me find my friend.
You're welcome. Even though I'm not hungry that much, I think my I think my companions here are gonna appreciate it.
It, it's okay. It keeps. You can save it for tomorrow. It's fine. And uh, I guess I'll reveal the contents later unless you decide to look into the basket now.
I'm not. I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna let them open it for themselves. So, Brockler,
Hmm?
how does it feel
Feel to what?
to be reunited with someone? No,
Very good. Very good.
I
And
wish I
the,
could feel the same thing.
Not every reunion is a bad, and not every reunion is a good one.
Oh, so you're awake, Myriad? Huh?
I'm
Brockler,
just
Brockler
Here,
asks if
here, Myriad just gives in the the basket.
what is this?
dinner on me. As thank you for helping me find my friend.
All right, I'll open it.
And inside are steaming hot, uh, for lack of better term, right? Imagine a shoot. I forgot the name of the thing. Oh no, I forgot the name of the. You know those. You know those rectangular things that are like ah. What's their name? They're rectangular biscuits that have fillings inside and a thing on top. Pop tarts. Yeah, there we go. So they're like Pop Tarts, but they're
Tarts.
a lot thicker. But instead of the texture of Pop Tarts, they have the texture of uh, Jollibee's mango pie.
So basically a pie then, you could have just explained it as a pie.
I mean, it doesn't look like a pie, if you know what I mean. But I guess so. It's a huge puff pastry. Let's put it at that. It's a large puff pastry about the thickness of your arm, and it's about like what uh they don't have smartphones in the kingdom, but just imagine the size of a smartphone. Like,
Oh, oh
yeah.
shit.
And it's like it's like what freaking
Alright, I'm
it's
just
like
gonna split one open.
arm thickness.
Mr. DM, you're making me hungry right now.
I'm sorry.
Have you have anyway, I'm just gonna like I don't know, like I guess I'm just gonna like split one
Excuse
open
me.
just to see what the feeling is.
The one that you cracked open
Yeah.
is what's it called? Shoot, I also forgot. Just imagine like apple, cinnamon, and caramel all in one. And as you're looking at the filling, Brockler tells you that each one is different. He bought like three of each. There's like 15 in the basket.
Just like okay, like I approach the feeling, I just like take a small take a whiff of it
Hmm.
and then after a long pause I decide to eat.
Nice. And yeah, that's what happens. And as you guys have a little bit of a chat together, just sitting by the carriage, an hour later, right? It's 9 by now. It would be 9. Yeah, it's 9 and uh what's his name? Mark. Mark finally finishes the repair for the carriage. And he gives Myriad a tap on the shoulder. It says that the carriage is finally ready, but he's not confident he can drive you guys out tonight.
That's good. We'll drive in the morning.
You
Okay.
masochistic man. Do you really want to travel while being exhausted?
Did you assume we're gonna travel at night? What are you
He
crazy?
explains that uh, some of his past passengers have requested him to travel at night.
Oh,
So
that that's rough, buddy. Anyway,
yeah,
get some sleep.
Well, we're not that urgent. Besides, we can. Wait, is Mark getting abused by by customers because of this?
I mean, it is a pretty rough job, like driving people to places.
Just
So
here,
yeah,
Malfae hands out like 3 gold to Mark.
his eyes like his eyes widen to the point where they're about to fall out of his eye
Just make
sockets.
yourself scarce and take a goddamn rest for once.
He says no more, just nods at you, and then against all reason, instead of going into the carriage, he runs to the mess hall. Like he actually runs.
And don't forget,
Like he it's like when you give it's like when you give a kid candy and then they just
no,
bolt
like
away
no,
from you.
like tokens, and then goes to the nearest
The
game
arcade.
machine. Yeah.
Yeah. Basta takbo na lang yan like that.
You go as easy.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. Excuse me. Ugh, nose is a bit stuffed because it's cold. Another hour later, it's already been 4 hours into the rest. It's 10 o'clock. Malfa, you
Oh,
can reset your health now.
I never get damaged.
Okay. So it's 10 o'clock now. Still no sign of Mark. He's still in the mess hall.
Forgot I have 10 HP.
Oh
And
my god.
uh,
Oh shit.
Mark is in the mess hall, still in the mess hall. Brockler and Duilken uh, have left. They went into one of the small inns in the outpost to check in. And the both of you, Myriad and Malfae, you see by the gate there's someone walking towards the gate with a torch. Like a not a big torch, but it's enough to like put some dim light, excuse me, into like the toward the path that they're walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not our problem.
Yeah. As they enter the gate, you notice it's an orc. Typical stuff. I mean, it's the North Pole Outpost, owned by the Black Hides.
Can I take a look and see if those were the patrolling orcs that we left with,
Should I make you make a check for this?
or do I recognize an instant? No whim.
Yeah, sure. I'll make you make a check for this. I feel like this is a complicated situation. So, yeah.
Inside or nah?
Actually, yeah, insight, sure.
Abuski.
Insight or perception, which one is?
Let's go.
Okay, that's higher than way higher than what I was thinking. So I'll give you some additional info. They enter the gate with the torch, and as they come into the light, you notice that yes, it's a black hide, but that black hide, like that black hide orc, has wounds, is wounded, and uh, as he approaches the common area where it's well lit, you realize that there are a few others that are following him, also black hides. And as soon as they enter the common area and they have light, like there's the light and you see them, you realize that all of them are wounded.
Oh my god. Well, Myriad, you
Hmm?
wanna? Aren't you a bit interested enough?
Just like I look up from my paper. Huh? What's happening? Like, I don't know, do I see them? Like, of course,
Yeah,
I see the light, but do I see that they're black hides?
yeah, yeah. It's well lit. You see
I
that
mean,
they're black
even if you
hides.
didn't, I'll still like
I'll
tell you.
tell you. Yeah.
As you're having
So
this
what are we gonna
conversation,
do? We're just gonna.
as you're having this conversation, you hear creaking coming from the gate, and soon enough you see a cart rolling in, being pulled by two more black hides. but the cart is missing a wheel and is also damaged. There's like a plank loose here, a plank cracked there, a hole here. Yeah, it's not looking good.
It's a damaged cart. Well, at least they made it.
Yeah,
But
that's
what are we
one
gonna do?
thing.
We're just gonna, I don't know, we're just gonna wait and see what happens. So,
You're gonna wait and see what happens?
yeah, you see like what is how is the town reacting to it? Like, I guess I'm just gonna do that.
Okay,
What's
What
the
is the
town gonna
town's
react?
reaction to that information?
sure.
What is the town's reaction to that information?
Okay, sure. A guard approaches and he talks with the orc that was holding the torch from earlier, and they seem to be having a discussion, which you can't hear because they're pretty far.
I want to hear it.
Okay, how
Can
are
I
you
sneak?
going to hear?
Can I sneak on closer? Like,
I,
You're in plain
what?
view.
I too am a marites. I shall approach.
you, you guys are
Feeling
in
gossiping women. So,
you guys are in plain view. How can you sneak?
well, we're just gonna go into one direction and then suddenly.
Oh no, 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 no! She will sneak. I will just approach them normally, like a normal decent person.
Okay, sure.
I mean, it's pretty night out. What time is it?
Again, you guys are in the common area where it's well lit. So,
Well, I'm just you know the term hiding in plain sight.
I guess.
So I'm in the common area. Does that mean I'm not allowed to come a little closer?
Well, I mean, there's not a lot of people. It's 10 p.m. There's not a lot of orcs that are, or people for that matter, that are walking around anymore.
I guess I'm just gonna pretend I'm like like pacing around. All right,
I
fine.
can, I can make
I'll
you
give.
roll a
I'll.
stealth.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna use my spells for that. I'm gonna use.
I'm gonna,
Common decency.
I was gonna say, I can make you roll stealth for that because there are like benches and
Yeah, because
lampposts,
I'm
but
gonna. I'm gonna like. Yeah, like pace around with my with the manuscript. I guess
sure,
I'm just like,
sure,
yeah.
sure, okay. So as a high DC stealth check for Myriad, but for Malfae, just a flat charisma.
So I'm what?
What? What are
Cause,
you
'cause-
doing, Myriad?
I'm just moving to another bench. What does it look like? What is?
Oh my god!
okay,
Did I get like too distracted because of?
Yeah, you're gonna get too distracted because of that. Alright,
you
go.
roll.
Let's
Okay,
go.
okay. So Myriad stands up and bolts to a nearby bench where there's a good
But I'm
amount
not
of
really
shadow.
bolting. I'm just walking. Why would I bolt?
Okay, he he casually walks over to a
That's
bench.
too suspicious.
Casually walks over to a bench and just crouches there to hide
What do you mean
within
crouching?
the
I'm just gonna sit on the bench and just gonna stare at the paper. What's up? What?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, in order
Act
to be,
natural.
yeah, in
Oh, so
order to be,
you're pulling off an Assassin's Creed.
yeah,
Okay.
blending in.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay.
what I was doing. What are
Okay.
you
Okay.
talking about?
Okay. So Myriad stands up and walks without looking back, just walks over to the nearest bench and in confusion, Malfae, what did you say earlier, James? Myriad, what are you doing?
I'm I'm I need I know. I'm just walking over to the bench.
And Myriad, you look over at the large group of orcs to see that they're all looking at you, and you didn't realize that your voice was so loud.
Man, what are you? Mm.
Oh, oh,
Oopsie.
they're all looking at you now. What do you do?
Gentlemen, what seems to be the occurrence?
It's
They're like
good.
looking at they're like looking at you from 30 feet away, mind you.
So they just heard.
I didn't hear anything.
So basically,
Exactly.
Malfae just said, you still don't hear it? Good, because that's what they heard.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, Myriad did stand up, so yeah.
Meanwhile, I wasn't planning on hiding, so
All right. But yeah, they're looking at you now, and one of the guards calls out and asks, "Do we have a problem over here?"
I
Hmm?
mean, seems to me that you guys have, and I can already see one of some of you wounded. So what happened?
The the torch guy, we'll call him the representative, and the guard approaches you. They both approach you, and they ask. They say, "Yeah, they've been wounded," and
By who, may I ask?
they look at each other. The guard looks at you and he says, "I don't know yet. He hasn't given me the briefing." And the other guy, the representative, he looks at you and says, "By any chance, were you here, I don't know, about 8 hours earlier? Did you speak to one of the guards about, what was it, a large wolf? Were you that, were you that elf?"
Oh, yes. She said
Well,
begrudgingly, like looking at um her clothes with blood faded.
yeah, the irony, like,
Yes,
well, I
that
hate
would
to
be
break it
me.
to you. I hate to break it to you, but the the orc that you spoke to earlier is he's no longer with us, and
That is
many others.
unfortunate.
If you were here before we were all deployed, you would recall that our search party was, give or take, 25, 30. You need to cover a lot of ground, you see. And now he turns around and like extends his arm to his remaining to his troop of remaining, like, there's like what, 6, 7 of them left plus him. You see the black hide standard that they have. One of the black hides are carrying it, and it is tattered.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't be. And he turns to the guard and says, "Hey, call the captain. We need to we need to turn this elf in."
Why
You
me?
understand this because you speak Orcish. I forgot to mention.
Yeah, but I spoke in I spoke in common. But why me?
He looks at you, like his head snaps. It's like, you understand Orcish. Well, you see, to put it, the guard has already left, by the way.
Yeah.
He says, to put it lightly, although you were technically the cause of, you technically contributed to the death of a few black hides, what you should know is that you've also contributed to the development of the black hides fighting. He looks side to side before he finishes his sentence, and then he looks back at you and says, "I believe you call them the bad orcs."
Mayhaps.
Well, it wasn't at the claws of a wolf that the troop had lost their lives to. No, it was at the fists of these bad orcs. So, technically, I should be enraged because we got sent out because of your report, but if it weren't for your report, then we wouldn't have such vital information. So, he just like begrudgingly and awkwardly like gives you a pat on the shoulder. It's like, thank you.
I'm just reading my manuscript while eavesdropping, and I'm like, huh? What's going on?
Yeah, same here. Like, what the fuck?
Huh?
Anyway, I know this sounds a bit awkward to say the least, but I promise you, this will make sense in due time. If you're not that busy, perhaps you can come with me to the captain and maybe we can get this sorted out because I think as much as I hate to say it, I think we're gonna need your help. If you'd be willing to help us out, that is. What do you say?
And if I don't comply,
That's okay. We'll find some other people. You can go on, do what you need to do.
no need. I have a vendetta on them anyway.
I'll take that as a yes then. And he looks back to his party, his troop. His troop is like they either have their arms crossed or their hands on their hips, and they're
Oh.
like
Oh.
impatient as hell. One of them is like, one of them is like, uh, holding their leg because it's bleeding, and they all look annoyed at that guy, the representative. It's like, what's taking you so long? And he's like, so shall we?
You're not used to talking to random strangers now, do you?
Nope, not at all. Let alone an
Fine.
elf. Not that it's anything discriminatory. It's just
I understand. I have my fair share of racism as well, so
yeah.
just just take me. Just
Mm,
take me to
sure.
wait.
We're not gonna, just to be clear, and this is as you're all walking, just to be clear, we're not arresting you or anything. We're just gonna fill you in on some findings. Myriad, are you coming with
I
them?
mean, I'm just gonna like trail along. For now, I don't need to move. If they move, I'm just gonna like,
They're walking away.
yeah, I'm gonna follow them. But in a way, I'm just like,
Just tailing?
yeah,
Is that what you
tailing.
mean? Okay. Alright. Well, you eventually reach the excuse me. You eventually reach the outpost office wherein the outpost captain is there. It kind of looks like the the meeting room back in the Wooden Sword of Fang Point Citadel, where
Yeah.
there's like that large table. Yeah, it looks kind of like that. The decor is similar, but in this room, it's more rectangular. The table is quite long, and at the end, I don't know what we call it in English, but in Tagalog, sa kabisera, nakaupo yung captain. And he does not say a word at all. He just raises his hand and like asks to like asks that you come have a seat. There are two black hide um, warriors in armored and armed on either side of the room. They look like butlers and warriors at the same time. But yeah, so he asks that you come sit, and
She complies.
as he's waiting for you all to get seated, he pulls out what appears to be a scroll, like a like parchment paper that's been rolled up, I guess. Not exactly like one of those uh scroll, not exactly like the scrolls that Bodhin has, but either way, a scroll. And looks over to Malfae and says, "So, you're the elf."
I
Hmm.
believe so.
Hmm. Do you know why we called you in here?
She's gonna be cheeky. She's gonna be slying. Well, do tell me.
He takes a deep breath before saying, he takes a deep breath before saying, "All right, I'll cut to the chase. You single handedly helped us find the location of one of the enemy's satellite bases." And he gives you like a sort of like a death stare. Not really a death stare, but like he locks eyes with you.
A glare.
Yeah. No, not really a glare, but like I guess like a glare.
Yeah, that
Okay,
glare,
okay.
you know?
A stern look. Pala.
Okay, yeah, there, that, yeah, a stern look, yeah. Looks at you sternly. Yeah, he explains that the the scouting troop that was deployed when you told them about the large wolf had sidetracked because while they did find large wolves in the distance, they also came across a hidden, and I mean an actually really good, really well hidden camp base of operations of the enemy. And he asks, "Do you know what enemy we are speaking of?"
Let me guess. Gray hides.
Hmm?
Are those? It is gray hides. Aren't they not?
He looks at the representative and the guard. The guard, they both shake their heads, and
I feel like I'm
and
gonna need perception checks just to hear what they're trying to say.
and he looks at you, and he goes, "I believe you're familiar with the bad orcs of Steel Pine Valley."
Do tell.
See, the thing is, they're not gray hides. They're not black hides either. Well, technically they are. But the problem is, how do I put this lightly? Think of them as something like traitors, impostors. Because you see, we, the black hides, uh, there you go. Oh wait, kita ba? You see it?
No. Wait. Oh, there.
We, the black hides, you know that we are one entire clan that run oh run the entirety of Frostage. The grey hides that you're speaking of are former black hides that have been exiled away out of the region. But these bad orcs, oh, these bad orcs. The catch is that they are black hides, but they pardon me, they are black hides, but they don't, how do you say, they no longer fit with the ideals of what a black hide should be. If that makes sense, does that make sense? Or is it just
So a defector.
yes, exactly, thank you. Something like a defector, something like a, best word I can think of is traitor, really, but they haven't really, you get the idea. They defect and they deviate. There's the word. They deviate from the norms of our clan. They bring dishonor to our name. They, how do I say it? They stain the pride of our clan. And we have a name for these horrible creatures, should I say? We have a name for them. Do you know of their name?
Well, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
I see. Well, then it then it's probably going to be your first time to hear about these. If so, allow me to introduce you to these traitors or defectors of ours. We call them. Oh, that's not supposed to be like that.
Oops.
Sorry about that.
All right. Am I still there? Like somewhere?
Yeah. You're still there, seated. Anyway, he says, uh, we have a name for these, and we call them the Frost Hides.
Oh shit.
Oh, there. That is their. He shows you like a like a sketch of this actually, which is their like coat of arms. He passes the handout to you, and he tells you that these are prime defectors of the clan itself. They're still considered black hides, but they're like the bad apples of the black hides. Uh, the outpost captain explains that generally frost hides have this what ambition to sort of they have a longing essentially for times before, and from what they understand they don't like they oppose the frost hides oppose the current government, the current ruling of the black hides. Also, out of DM, right? uh just an out of DM note, the phrase on their the phrase on their the phrase on their coat of arms, yeah, it means something very, yeah. I'll type it
Very
down.
bleak.
No, it's very specific.
Very racist.
Well, I mean, if you put it into the context of the black hides, technically yes.
Chick.
Technically. Hold on, let me
Characters
type it.
left and called Grey Hides, and now it's Frost Hides. Wait, what? What is his notes? Actually, I had some notes here. Defectors left and called Grey Hides. What are they called again? Now they're called Frost Hides. I know. I'm just gonna write
No,
that down.
no. Uh, what he's saying is, yes, there are gray hides who have defected from the norms. Those are gray hides. But what's happening here is that you have another group of defectors that's actually
Oh,
causing
okay.
chaos, and they're calling them frost hides, and that's the meaning of their motto. I put it in chat. And none, just to explain this, none of you at the table know like the implications of the motto itself. You know what it means, you know what it says, but you don't know how to make in you don't know what inferences to make of it. Yeah. Anyway, after some discussion about the black hides and the frost hides, you all learn that this has been going on for like a few years now, give or take 5 years, right? And with the current intel that they've received, with the whole party, the scouting party, and their casualties, they've pinpointed the location of uh of that satellite base that they have, which is what approximately 2 miles just east of the North Pole. After some discussion about like its tactical location and everything, they're asking if you guys would like to help them out by doing some kind of counterattack, like a subterfuge sort of operation, because their camp is dangerously close to an outpost. And
Well, I'm not one to resort to violence that quickly, but is there any way that we can end this in a diplomatic matter,
Uh,
or are
Diplomacy.
or are
We
they
wish.
or are they too far to be reasoned with?
Maybe you could reason with some of them. A very small few. Specifically the new initiates. Those. They have the weakest of minds. They don't know if they want to stay in as frost hides or
So they're
if
not
they should keep
so
going.
they are not committed that much.
Not yet that committed, yes. However, most of the frost hides, the majority of them, have already sworn an oath, I assume figuratively, and they're not going to break their bond that easily. As
That
far
is
as
fair.
diplomacy goes, it's unlikely that we'll be able to make amends of sorts because, nope, this has been going on for years. Even the great war chief himself has has told us that there's probably no saving them anymore. They live in an era of years past with backwards mentality that's a completely absurd mindset for the modern world. The Advent had just come from us. The Advent had just come slipping from us. What I mean by that is, they only started this after the Advent had passed. What made them change? We all used to be unified, but now they're out here scattered through the tundra, dishonoring our name, staining our pride. Frustrating. And this has been going on for years, just to reiterate. So, I mean, if you're able to make a diplomatic reasoning with them, then good, I suppose, but it's unlikely. Highly unlikely.
But not impossible.
But not impossible. Well, the offer stands. Would you like to help the Blackhides then?
I mean, we've already been helping the Black Hides ever since we, we got the Frost Edge. Ever since we stumbled upon Fang Point,
Hmm?
and ever since we encountered some of the bad orcs in the Steel Pine Valley.
Oh, you're connected with the Blackhides already?
Ever since, yes. Also the reason why we're here. Well,
Wait,
partially.
you're you're an adventurer from Verdant Tree, are you?
Yes.
This is good. This is very good. Finally, some manpower around these parts.
I feel like am I known already, or am I just like still incognito?
You're there like at the end of the table. They're not really addressing you. It seems that they think that you're too busy documenting something.
Yes. It feels like I was part of this party, you know. It's like my ear is the like twice as big, just like eavesdrop. Yes, the toy maker shall have traps in his workshop. Shall
He,
and
he could be
so
the war chief. He could be the chief himself.
it could be the
and
chicken.
so the captain asks you once again, would you like to help us here in this situation? There is no penalty. He says that there is no penalty if you decline. It's perfectly okay because he knows that you're probably going to be stationed somewhere else. And this is just like think of this as like a side quest from him or something. It's perfectly okay to decline.
I mean,
What do you
what
say?
more? I mean, what more? What choice do I have? This is still like a personal vendetta to me.
They all look at you and they're like, the chief is like, what do you mean personal vendetta?
Well, they attacked us, so might as well, right?
He slams the table with his fist. Where? When?
To the first time we ever, uh, to the first time we ever set foot in Frostedge, Steel Pine Valley.
When?
DM, can you remember? Do you remember when?
Okay, autofill the info.
Ah,
He snaps his fingers, calls for one of the attendants, and he whispers something that you guys don't hear.
Yeah,
And the
obviously,
attendant,
because it's a whisper.
yeah, well, sometimes there's whispers that you can hear, but yeah, the attendant walks off, and you don't see him. He goes to a different room, and the captain goes,
all right. So, it's a deal then? Will you help us?
What do you think, stranger that I do not recognize from the back of the table?
It's like
they all look at you, like they all simultaneously turn their heads and look at you as Malfae says that. What do you do? What do you say?
I'm like motion, on my facial expression. I'm just like telling Mia to get me out of here. Hello?
Hello?
Did your mic died?
Died? Mike did died?
hello, my mic died. Yes.
Died. Mike died. Okay. So?
I do not know how to get you out because like why did you spring this on me? I'm just okay. First off,
Like an option. Well, what do you think?
oh me. Oh, like right. Like okay. Okay. Why did you spring this on me?
While you
Fuck.
guys are thinking,
I
the
have to get you
captain
involved here, Myriad.
the
Somehow.
captain the captain
I'm trying to be incognito here. Well, I'm not really completely incognito. I
the
guess I'm just gonna
captain
play it dumb like I didn't like I didn't know what sorry, what was the topic again? Did you call for me?
Yeah, like what do you think? If it's a deal or not?
Yeah, make me look like I listened to their conversation. So what was the deal like? And I'm just gonna ask Malfae for like a quick skinny again, just to make it natural.
What?
quick skinny of what happened earlier, just to make it look like I did not listen to them.
Oh, so you weren't paying attention. Okay, so basically it
No, I
explains
was.
everything.
It explains everything. Mm.
The captain reiterates again. It's okay if you decline. We
What's the
have
pay? I know that was a bit blunt. That was a bit blunt.
That's the question I was waiting for. Thank you, stranger that I haven't met before.
everyone. Everyone looks at Myriad, and then the guy with the wound just like he's like squinting his eyes at Myriad. He's like, what? Uh, the chief doesn't know what to say. The captain doesn't know what to say. Um, but he does say that he can offer some gold for now as like upfront, but we can discuss the payment later because it's the middle of the night. It's a bit of an emergency. They could launch an attack at any moment under the cover of darkness.
Well, it is pretty late. Do you want to go to bed? Talk it out in the morning.
Are you asking me out, stranger that I haven't met? No, what? Fine.
So
I'll inform my other companions in the meantime. Malfae stands up. I'll see you guys in the morning. Uh,
Okay.
good evening.
so are you declining to help?
We'll think about it.
Well, the captain needs your answer now because he's going to lose time.
Well, Chief, if you're so instead of waiting for my confirmation, you can just try to restock your resources for now. So we need. I need to discuss this to my other members.
He says uh he asks if midnight would be okay for a response. You have 2 hours.
But if you're really desperate for wanting for an answer, then I'll speak on my party's behalf and say yes.
Okay, now you got me confused as the DM. Are you
Aha!
accepting or not?
That was the move that made LeBron cry.
All
Yeah,
right. Okay.
on the part on the Lucem's behalf, I
Okay.
accept.
Okay. All right. And so with that, I'm going to call for a 30-minute break now, so
Hello.
that we can get some water. I'm gonna do my stretches, and my throat is a bit dry, so I'm gonna go get some water. We'll be back at 4:40. Sound
Hi,
good? All right. Hello,
and we're back.
and we're back. Is it rolling now?
Yes,
Okay. You guys here?
I'm here.
Okay. About Eric.
Eric Doko, Doko desu ka?
Ah, Nani.
There you are.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
starting.
Cody is here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh shoot.
Cody almost here.
Almost
Okay.
here. Do you want to wait a little bit more?
We can start.
You can
We
start.
can just catch up. It's all good.
As you will.
Don't worry about it. She'll catch up. Anyway, all right. So let's fast forward time a bit. After you guys have accepted the side quest from the captain. He introduces himself, by the way, as where's his name? Dang it. Captain Trevkir.
Oh, I nearly forgot to get his name, but I'm supposed to be incognito.
There you go.
Adding that to the database.
All right.
I'm
So
designating him as the toy maker. There you go.
so while you guys are waiting, I mean while yeah, while you guys are preparing, what do you do? Or do you just like go in already, like head out and go to the place already?
Well, if you want to be the post haste, you just go ahead. I'm here to fix something.
Because
She's gonna stay a bit for a while.
you guys can like buy stuff if you need anything.
My brother in Christ, it's 10 p.m.
And
And
well, I mean, you still buy stuff. I'm telling you that now. You can still go buy stuff.
as someone who sleeps with the regular sleep schedule, it's closed. I assume it's closed. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Bruh.
So
Uh-oh.
let's see. We're at the captain's quarters, right? At the North Pole.
The the outpost office, yeah.
Mm, mm. I guess I shall take my manuscript elsewhere.
Well, you can go elsewhere in the North Pole anyway. If you guys need something.
I guess I'm gonna go find Mark.
And Mark's just where you left him.
I thought he was still at the mess hall.
Hmm?
He
Yeah,
was still at the mess hall. Yeah,
yeah. At the mess hall.
exactly. So I'm gonna go to the mess hall and find him.
Okay. And Malfae?
I'll just I may at least assist on strategizing with the captain.
Alright. So cutting to Myriad, you find Mark seated at one of the tables beside the wall. It's a pretty quiet area that he's chosen for himself, and to your surprise, he has already consumed what appears to be. I mean, just looking at it, you see a tall stack of wooden bowls just there on his table.
Oh, happy hour.
And he's also holding a wooden bowl, and he has a spoon. And from
Is
the
he
looks
still
of it,
eating?
yeah, he's still eating, but a lot slower. And he looks at you and he goes, "Oh, hi. Um, did you need something? Would you like some
Enjoying
soup?"
yourself, aren't you?
Oh, you won't believe it. I mean, I haven't had I haven't had a good serving of food in days. And when your friend gave me a little bit of money, that's finally my ticket to get some good food, as you can see here. Ah, ah. And he just keeps like letting out
Wow,
sighs of like relief.
Mark's the kind of guy to be paid by exposure.
Oh my god.
He's had it rough. I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, boy. Well, I'm not gonna. I know. Well, I'm not gonna spoil it on your fun because I was gonna ask.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm not sure. I feel it's a bit embarrassing.
What is it?
If I could sleep in the cart.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm gonna sleep in the carriage. You're
Oh,
more than welcome to.
Oh my god, carriage bunk besties.
bunk besties.
Yeah. Yeah, he agrees. It's fine.
Alrighty.
but he can't give you a bedroll because he doesn't have a spare.
I'll just use my own. Don't worry.
All right. So, is there anything else I can help you with?
Nothing. Nothing. I know. Nothing. Nothing much. Just that one question. You go and I know. You go enjoy. I know. You go enjoy and eat and drink to your heart's content.
All right. But what time are we leaving tomorrow?
When we leave, we'll tell you
What?
when. Well,
All right. Well, I guess I'll be there by the carriage soon. And just burp, like finishing up soon anyway.
mm,
All right. Well, thanks. I'll just finish up here. He just goes back to eating again. What else do you do in the mess hall? If you do anything else?
I wonder if that. I know. I wonder if it's still there.
Hmm?
I'm gonna make. I'm gonna like see if I could find that same energy I felt when I encountered that. You know the the merchant, the RE4 merchant, clothed figure. If he's here, if they're here in the mess hall,
No, doesn't look like it.
or I guess I'll just make my way to the cart
All right.
slowly.
As you make your way to the cart,
You know, I'm gonna. I know. I'm gonna.
hmm?
Is there like a public bath here?
What?
Is there like a public bath?
Mm, no. This isn't. This is like the equivalent of a military outpost. This isn't a town.
I mean, if everyone's gotta take a bath sooner or later,
Yeah, but you know,
why would this place not have one? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna
I mean, there's
question
an
that.
inn, so I don't know. You could probably ask the inn. You could
Uh,
probably ask the
I'm not
innkeeper.
gonna ask the inn.
All right.
I'm gonna just go back to the cart.
As you go back to the cart, you as you go back to the cart, you see that Raeanne is now awake.
You're finally awake.
You're finally awake. Raeanne, you there?
Hello.
I think she's still setting up.
All right. Cutting to Malfae though. What are you What are you talking about with the captain? What are you
Like,
proposing? I mean, what's the discussion?
wait, have the hideout been cleared now?
No. No. It was them that got the jump on the scouting group.
But did you mark that?
Mm-hmm.
That
And he
is good.
points right there.
That is good enough.
The Captain Trevkir asks if you have a plan, a better plan, I guess.
I mean, you can just plant traps as well, just near the vicinity.
Hmm.
And,
Around.
and if you overwhelm them enough, you can set a some sort of patrol here. Well, not patrol, more like a small campsite that so
Hmm.
that the guards are alert enough in case that they run away from the woods.
So you're suggesting to the captain that they that the Black Hides fortify the outpost with traps? Is that what you mean?
No, no, it's to fortify. It's like to keep them inside.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
Hello. I'm alive.
you are alive.
I don't get. Huh? You're gonna use traps to keep whoever is in the outpost
So
in the
that
outpost.
so that whenever they go out, they get trapped. I know. It sounds counterintuitive. Trust
What?
me, they'll be as confused as we are.
Make a persuasion check because he's very confused. Uh, are you sure we can't just put like? Are you sure we can't just put like palisades or something? Does it really have to be a trap? Can't it be like barricades and we just deploy guards?
Well,
What are
that
we
is what.
trying to do?
Well, that well, that's what they're expecting.
Who is expecting what?
Smirks the frost hide.
I'm sorry, what's
Oh,
going on?
uh,
Uh,
sure. You
sure,
guys
you guys give.
give Chair the rundown first.
Yeah, we're trying to big brain, a strategy for the people on the frost side.
Ah, okay. Strategy.
Something I
Wait, where
never
are we?
use.
Are you
Fine.
guys?
Strategy.
Where are you guys? Are you guys still in Steel Pine Valley or Frostside Satellite Camp? Okay.
No, no, no. We're inside the North Pole.
Oh, the North Pole. Okay. Oh, there. I see the banner. Okay.
So, can you explain to me again, as the DM, what you're trying to accomplish by trapping the Black Hides, the warriors, and the poor citizens in the North Pole? Because I don't get
No,
what you're
that's
trying
not
to
what I
accomplish.
was. You weren't paying attention to me, huh, Mr. DM? Because
No,
what I was saying is like within the Frostside's camp vicinity, we make traps.
but I thought you said the North Pole. You lost me
Around the
there.
North Pole. Along the Forest of Doom.
Yeah,
What?
not with. Huh?
Huh? What?
See, this is
Are you saying that we put up a blockade like
not a blockade,
around
an ambush point.
like that? Uh, hmm. Okay.
And since we know that they, the Frosthide, will be there, they have no choice but to. They have no choice but to run off
Run off to where is the question?
to a choke point.
Which is where? Where are you anticipating it to be?
I mean, what's a better way to escape than like side?
So we're going to put traps around here,
Yes, it's to the northern and western side,
like that.
and the forces will be on the southeastern part.
You do realize that the captain asks. You do realize that it's going to take a while. That's
Yes,
gonna take a while. Okay.
but but the point in but the point here is to wait. Eventually
Hmm.
they will lose. You know, eventually they will run out of resources inside.
HABRB.
Hmm. All right. I mean, sure. What
Unorthodox,
could go
sure.
wrong? I guess.
Unorthodox, sure, but it was a surefire way to eliminate cornered rats.
So, what do you want us to do? I assume we're going to leave you for to infiltrate the camp somehow. I can send some of my men to put up the traps for you.
Sure.
It's gonna take a while though. I don't want to send out too many. They might have scouts on the tree line. So we could foil our own plan if we send out too many men.
Bring us bring us three of your weakest.
Three of three of our weak. Why? How? What?
Bring me the inexperience and they will learn.
He nods and he like wiggles his finger at you. He's like, you're good. You're good. I like you. And he turns to one of the guards. Hey, we should hire this elf. She's giving free warfare education to the inexperienced ones.
That or they will that or they may die a brutal death. But hey, less risk, right?
And he just says that it's part of the the clan's expectations.
And besides, we still need we still need the strongest to defend us. So that's my
Yeah.
ideology.
All right. So, okay. All right.
This brain of
Uh,
mine only works here and not fucking calculus.
okay. Let's cut to Rayan, who has just awoken from a nap.
Hello.
Hello.
So what now?
So what now? Exactly. I actually okay, so we're at I
Well,
still
Myriad is with you.
okay, Myriad is with me. So what are you trying to do? Because I did not catch what James was explaining because mom was talking to me about food.
Oh, it's
I
fine.
Sorry.
feel
Okay,
like I
so
feel
the
like
rundown.
I feel like Cher and Rayan both don't understand what's happening. So this
Okay.
is pretty in character.
So whatever Malfae was trying to plan, Rayan probably did not get it the first time. You have to run it down again.
Well, the thing is, Malfa isn't with you.
Okay.
She's in a different place.
Oh, okay.
So, James, you were saying something?
No, it's fine. Fine, fine. Go ahead.
Back. Hello.
Yeah.
Right.
Hello. Yeah. So Myriad is with Rayan. Uh, what do you guys do?
Okay, so we're in so I'm with Myriad at the North Pole.
Yeah.
So what are we supposed?
Everyone's there.
So okay. So what are we gonna do? Why are we going to the what Frosthide satellite camp?
Oh, because some black-eyed orcs entered the North Pole, and they have
Oh.
intel about the Frostbite satellite camp, and it's dangerously close. So they're speaking with the captain, Captain Trevker, about eradicating this.
For
And now,
context,
so we're here now.
the Black Hides that returned to the North Pole were all wounded.
I see. I see. And now we're trying to find a way to get to Frosthide. So, Myriad, what do you plan we do?
No, I'm just going back to the cart now.
You
Cart.
are at the cart now, and Rayan is at the cart. So
Wait, what cart? Sorry,
the
I'm kind.
carriage.
The cart that
Oh, the
that
carriage.
yeah,
Oh,
the carriage that we went in with Mark the driver. Mark
all
the
right.
poor driver who hasn't eaten for days now.
No, he
Oh
has.
no.
He has. It's just he hasn't had that good food in a
Yeah, he
while.
doesn't have like good quality shit. So I
Yeah.
I gave him an incentive and he went ham. He maybe eat
I did hear
a
about
bit of ham.
Myriad sleeping in the cart, though. Did I hear that right?
No, I sleep quietly.
Yeah, they're like sleeping in the cart.
No, she just asked permission to sleep in the cart. They're not
Ah,
sleeping.
okay. I see, I
Yeah.
see.
A different inflection.
But Rayan is taking a nap.
Yeah, because this is part of a long rest, which is now considered interrupted, except for
Okay,
Myriad, except for Malfae, because
okay.
4 hours. I'll walk.
Dang, so shit.
I'm gonna walk Myriad and Rayan through the recovery process later before you guys leave. Don't worry, it's not as bad as you think.
Okay. So again, Rayan asked Myriad. So Myriad, what do you plan we do?
We, wait, we're at the cart, right?
Yes.
All right. We, I guess like I'm just like, we're just gonna wait on Malfae on what the plan is for tomorrow
All right.
because she is the only one who could sleep for 4 hours.
Well,
do
after
you
a
know?
while,
Do you know where Malfae is right now?
I had the weird
She,
feeling that I'm
she's
being
at the,
I'm being talked to under behind my back.
she's at the, no, she's at the, what's it, the captain's
Yes.
outpost.
Yes.
You think we should accompany her or strategize a new plan?
Like I look at my manuscript. Yeah, let's go.
all right. Well, after a while, Malfae, your companions enter the office.
Well, after giving the banger strategies that I made by me alone with my brain, I leave I I leave the chief, I mean the captain, with his devices and head back to the party. Eventually, I might bump into them.
You do bump into them right at the door.
So, have a good night, captain.
What?
One of you guys just hit my chin.
I guess we'll just take a look at the map. Is the
Uh-huh.
map there? Like with the
Yeah.
Hmm. I see red dots near what is the plan? Kind of make
Oh,
like an insight check to see what type of dots these make out of.
I can just tell you right now, Myriad.
I thought you already left. We're still in the outpost.
I exited the outpost and then I bump into both of you.
Okay. So what are we going to do?
After fixing her chin, Malfoy then explains that the red dots that you are looking right now is the traps to be planted by the Black Hides, so that
Uh,
the Frostside satellite camp, or rather the people inside the Frostside satellite camp, will be cornered. That's where,
Okay.
yes,
But
so
what
where
if
will
they
be
have?
placing the
But
traps?
how are you gonna find the time to place all of these traps?
we spread out. Well, some of us will try to reason with them, me.
Okay.
But if anything goes into shite, you you'll take cover for me and we'll resolve this through violence if push comes to shove.
Okay.
And besides, the
But
rest of
what if
the
they already have a scout ahead and they see one of us placing the traps?
well, it's only a matter of time of which scout sees first.
All right. We shall see for tomorrow. We should get it. We should get some rest.
I guess. Oh yeah, I guess we should also figure out who's going to come, um, who's going to come with to like place the traps, or we can like spread out so we can cover more area faster.
I agree with
Uh,
that.
what time were you? Because the expectation of Captain Trevkir is you guys are gonna leave ASAP.
Right now?
Yeah, like once he deploys his men, you're also leaving.
I stare at the Malfae. Like dead on. It's like seriously.
Well, I did not agree for this. How about first thing in the
Now I'm
morning?
asking you guys because you
How
need
about
to
first thing in
report
the
to
morning, Chief?
Captain. Yeah,
Like
you
the
guys have
You
to
moment.
said
report to the
right
captain.
now. So are we leaving now?
Okay, so I'll give you a. I have a plan. So what if before sunrise?
Uh-huh.
So at least everyone is kinda rested.
Uh-huh.
Then we have more time to rationally think this is a good idea or not.
Yeah. Okay.
Or you're gonna have to report to, again, you're gonna have to report to the captain about it because after you left the office, he took
No,
that as a
we're
sign of like,
just standing near the office. Like the door
yeah,
is like few feet away. I'm just gonna open the door.
yeah, yeah. So,
Captain, what time do you want us?
uh, he looks at his he looks at his men as soon as possible. Why?
We just uh we just came back from a search and rescue, and we can do this operation at before sunrise. But if you want, you can place the traps now while we prepare and
Uh,
and take a moment and
he
take few
looks at the
moments.
clock. He looks at the clock. It's 10 o'clock. You have like 6 hours.
Then off we go.
Alrighty.
You have to let me know because I need to know when to deploy my men.
Sure thing.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, if your men are capable, uh, I suggest you start at midnight.
Yeah, midnight sounds good. What about you?
2 hours.
No, no. Are you gonna join them in the planting of traps?
No, I
I'm
mean,
very tired. I do not want
So that
to.
no, no, no. So that so that when we get there, that the traps are already placed.
How do we know where the traps are?
I've written it in the map now.
yeah, and either way, you won't be going there. You'll be flanking.
Yeah, we'll take a different route, either away from the traps or through the traps.
Alrighty.
The way I understand it is like that. So you'll be by the foothills of the mountains,
So
and then
we have two options. We either go around or go through.
Yeah, it's up to you guys.
Going through is faster.
I
But
vote
going
going
around
through.
is safer.
Yeah,
We
it's
can
up to you
risk it.
guys.
Yeah, let's go around.
Yeah.
So,
So if all things fail, we can just run through our traps,
all
and they
right,
won't notice it.
all right. I'm gonna roll a d20 publicly. Okay, cool. All right, that number will come in handy later. All right, so the captain asks, just to be clear, they're going to deploy by uh, they're going to deploy their forces by to, they're gonna set up the traps by midnight, and then you guys are gonna leave an hour or two after. You're just gonna complete the long rest essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, cool. I'll skip the. I'll fast forward then. So it is now uh 2 a.m. Wow. Damn, it's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. Bruh. It's now 2 a.m. and it is the 14th of Foliumak. Wow. Saying that feels so nostalgic. And everyone can now reset their sheets. The long rest is complete. Yay, y'all get your spell stuff back. Cool. Wow, fantastic. And your health. Uh James, are you back?
Yes.
I Okay, cool. So I'm gonna assume that you guys sleep in or near the carriage, since the carriage is parked. The Mark parked Mark parked the carriage near the stable anyway, so you guys have some kind of shelter. Unless you want to pay for an inn room. Do you? Guys?
Sure, I would like to pay with my in with my electrum pieces.
Yeah.
Alright. The innkeep doesn't bother and just takes your electrum
No, I'm
pieces.
not gonna. I'm not gonna pay with electrum pieces. I'm not gonna use the in.
Okay. Uh alright. Well, regardless of where you sleep, you guys wake up and and rally up at the office where Captain Trevkir tells you that his men have not yet come back, but they've been out since they've left at midnight, like you said, and they're most likely on their way back. They've placed the traps in strategic positions like Malfae prescribed, and the coast
Hey,
should be clear.
that's fair.
Yeah, the coast should now be clear.
So are
All
we
right,
leaving now?
So what time is it? It's 2.
it's 2.
Are you guys rested now?
Give me 4 hours.
You're good to go.
No.
Well,
Myriad.
technically, I mean it has been 4 hours since 10, so yeah, we just time skipped a bit.
Yeah, this has been 4 hours. Please.
So yeah,
Go to sleep.
you're all rested. Don't worry, you've completed the long rest, so it's all good. All right. So, shall we now embark?
Give me 4 hours. When did we start the long rest? 6 p.m.
Uh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Alright, fine. Fine, I'll go.
What do you mean? Fine, you'll go. We'll definitely go, even with or without your consent.
Alright. Mark overhears this and he asks, "Do you guys need me to take you somewhere?"
No, just stay here for now.
Yeah, and this is. I think the horses will alert the people who will ambush. So
Ah, alright. I guess I'll get more sleep for the morning.
you know what?
Well,
Here, she brings a Klondike. You take care of
mhm.
Klondike here.
Whoa, this is, whoa, uh, like, like he's putting his arm very far away from his face.
He's in a cage,
Uh,
so
yeah, like he's holding in a, okay. I'm gonna put him in the carriage with me now. Okay, bye. And then he just waddles away.
now that's taken care of. So we head off. Oh, that's a rhetorical question. Let's go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna inform the captain.
Hmm. Yeah.
Right, Captain Trev here.
Yes.
Have you set the traps?
Yes, my men should have set the traps and they should be back by now.
Excellent. Now I need the people that I requested.
Absolutely. Uh, where are the. All right. Yeah, they should be waiting for you by the gate.
That's good to know. We will be off.
They're the ones that are wearing the the white scarves. You won't miss them.
One more question. Okay, flashback question. Like
Hmm.
before, what are frost hides current like typically wear?
It depends. But their main
The
trait
frost
is
sides just look like you guys, right? Or are they any different?
yes, that's the problem. They do. But the main trait is that uh, hold on.
It's okay, Captain. Take your time. It's a flashback anyway.
It's it's hard to think about the differences because if I were to describe it, they look more what barbaric is a bad word.
It's a loose
They look
term.
more tribal than us. They should have like what do you call them? Like tribal adornments and decorations among their armor or something. Yeah, should be something like that. Also, keep an eye out for their capes. You'll know why we call them the frost hides.
Because it's frozen over.
Not just that. You'll see what I mean.
Very well.
All right. All right.
So yeah, we do you guys just wanna meet our three more companions?
You have more companions?
Yeah, she
Yes.
requested.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, they're just waiting for you there.
In case everything goes south, I requested for these people to back us up. And we're good to go if you guys are good to go. I'm talking to both Rayan and
I know,
Myriad.
thinking deep in thought. Like, what would their armor look like? Would their makeup look like? Would it be like this? Like,
Myriad, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for now, we should head on fast.
hey, bro, hold on. And then like I turn to Malfae and it's like, and then I use my disguise kit and quickly like draw tribal marks. Is it like this on her face?
If despite her like blank expression, Malfae's mouth like slightly open, like hmm, maybe that could work. What are you planning, Myriad? And Rayan to that extent.
Maybe a bit of infiltration. Maybe.
That could work. Problem is, will they buy it? That's the question.
I
Hello?
don't
They
know about.
will. They will.
I, I don't
Disembodied
know
voice.
about you. I don't know about you, but
Will we have to roll for that?
No,
Maybe.
no.
but Eric might have to. Might. It's gonna
Depends.
depend on how Myriad tackles this.
You know.
If she pushes through with it. If she pushes through with it.
It was
Yeah.
sorry for the smudge. Like I clean off the makeup off her face. Sorry about that.
So are you guys proceeding now?
Yeah.
All right. Uh. Okay. Yeah. So you guys are gonna meet by the gate.
Hey
Yeah.
Rayan, do you want to buy something or
Shops are closed. It's 2 a.m. Come on, guys.
now it's closed?
Now it's closed.
Well, it's 2 a.m.
Fine.
Come on, guys.
That's just shopping for clothes at 2
Come
a.m.
on, guys.
Really?
You woke up at the wrong time. Anyway.
Well, if you guys need equipment, maybe you can ask Mark for some.
Oh
He might
yeah.
have something.
Mark
Oh, I
is a
didn't notice
carriage
this. Mark
driver
is
and he has
stationed
a
at the
Yeah,
North
like
carriage.
Pole Outpost,
yeah.
waiting for your
He
return.
should have like emergency equipment. You were saying something, Chair?
I just noticed the travel rules. There's this. Mark is stationed at the North Pole Outpost, waiting for your return. That's cool.
Ah, yeah. I'm supposed to remove that now.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you guys talk to Mark?
I mean, you
Hello?
guys go ahead because I already stored my hawk. Anyway,
All right.
stored Klondike, my messenger hawk.
So Myriad and Raeanne are gonna go to the gate. Malfae is gonna. Are you gonna go to the carriage?
No, I'm
Malfae?
heading to meet the goons, the
Ah, okay.
three.
So everyone's gonna meet the people. Okay, cool, cool. One moment. Just seeing if I can contact our fourth player. Anyway, so you arrive at the gate. You arrive at the gate, and uh, the three companions present themselves. Do you see them?
Yes.
Wait.
Yeah, so that.
So here are Captain's finest.
I'm just gonna look at their faces very carefully, taking note of their build.
They introduce themselves. Arvor, Lukur, and Mirao. Mirao is a female.
Ooh, Gabu.
Oh god.
No, she's not the stereotypical buff female orc that you are expecting.
Oh, so is it like the?
Remember, these are inexperienced ones you asked for.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so not the
But
orc mom energy you're looking for.
She will be soon. As long as she survives. As long as all of them survive. What the hell?
I'm just gonna take a look at their attire and how they're dressed. Okay.
Uh,
Oops.
So
So you must be the captain's finest. Wait, no.
yeah,
Yeah, it is.
I said that. Yeah.
All right. Ano, do we need to go over the plan, or do we? Should we set out now?
Hopefully you three have been briefed by the captain.
they just nod.
Then there's no time to waste.
Alright. I'd like everyone to roll. Uh, everyone roll a stealth check.
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna plan to talk to them. It's like every time I talk to them, my voice changes.
I
What?
mean, you can do it as part of the travel.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as part of the travel.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Y'all want some dice? Y'all want some dice? Yeah.
For now, yes.
Alright, you can have the die.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. I can't help you with that, Chief. I can't.
Let me just
Alright, let
is
me.
it 1d6?
Yeah, 1d6.
13.
Oh, we're the same. Nice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. A 13, and a 3. Alright.
Sayang not what we do. Ah!
Raeanne, I need you to roll a D100.
Actually,
Okay, you're safe. As you guys are walking through the woods, Raeanne, you spot something a bit jagged in the on the ground, and it looks like ordinary stone. And you step on it, it feels like ordinary stone. But as soon as your foot leaves that pile uh, of pebbles or rocks, yeah, a pile of rocks, a loud metallic clank clamps up on the pile of rocks, and you, my friend, have just escaped one of the bear traps that the Blackhides had just put down.
oh no.
So do we just hear kshing?
Whoa, and
It's
then
more like a grinding kind of cracking, crushing sound.
Bong.
well, there goes one of the traps.
It's just
Reset
one of
it.
them.
Reset it.
Yeah, reset it. You guys can reset it. By
Yeah.
the way, you guys are here already by the foothills. It's all good.
Almost
Uh-huh.
there.
Yeah, halfway there. You're halfway there. Don't worry. Okay, someone wanna reset the trap? Gonna need
Yes.
a.
I mean, since I'm the one who actually triggered the trap, maybe I'll be the one to reset it.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check, please.
Alright.
Ooh,
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's good. You reset the
Alright, so we
trap,
did it.
and it's all good now.
Alright, we're all good to go.
Can
It's now the
I?
in. Hmm. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna use my fine clothes
Mm-hmm.
and turn them into a disguise as a diplomat.
what type of
Okay.
diplomat do you want?
The one that looks both outlandish and barbaric at the same time.
Or do you want to use my? No, do you want to use a costume instead?
All right, Myriad, what costume do you have in mind?
Hmm. I think. I'm thinking orc queen.
Horde Queen sounds like a disgrace. Don't do that.
Why not? It suits you.
Oh
Why?
wait, I have a spell here that says disguise self.
Well, it's for you and you
But that's
alone.
just for you.
Oh.
It's in the name.
Wait, so you mean to tell
Wait,
me we all can disguise?
Yeah. I
that's
also
true.
have this guy's self.
I have a disguise kit.
Same. Let's work together. All right.
It's like it's like Rayan and like I'm imagining this as Rayan and Myriad look like actual orcs. And then and then and then Malfae just looks like a skinny orc, but there's like green body paint like smeared.
It's fine. I am a disgraced daughter of an orc and an elf. My life has been brutal.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
I mean, I can allow that if you're gonna go for the triple orc
Yeah, I'm
one
gonna go with the
imposter
triple
looking
orc.
thing.
Wait, can I like do this? Oh,
All
there.
right, cool. Just make sure that whenever you're casting spells, you uh, deduct one of the
I'm
spell
gonna.
slots.
Okay, how do you?
Yes, and I'm also gonna use this guy's self.
What's the query? What's the ability? If I'm gonna use my disguise kit.
um,
Well, we could help you with that.
What
I could
attribute?
help you with it.
Probably. I was gonna say it's gonna be a charisma, but if the others are helping you, it's gonna be a wisdom.
So, Myriad.
I thought they could give you advantage with that. What?
Yeah, wisdom with
I
advantage.
I
Sorry,
I am
sorry, sorry.
proficient.
It's wisdom with advantage.
Alright.
The
Okay,
reasoning for
okay,
it is because you know Myriad has the insight for it. Yeah, and
okay.
Rayan can work her
Rolling.
magic for it. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. It's you pull off a nice disguise, and it almost fools Lukur.
This is a good disguise. However, there's one problem.
What?
Hmm?
I can't make voices.
What do you mean? It's easy like this, and then I do like a impeccable orc accent.
I'll
You
just
just do it
speak.
like this.
I'll just speak in orc. They understand me either way.
It'll be funny because we're like disguised as orcs, but Rayan doesn't know how to speak orc, so there's a problem.
I think I know how to speak orc. I only know a few phrases, and then I speak something racist.
You can try. You can try to defend yourself by saying that you're deaf to the orcish tongue,
Oh boy. All right.
or deaf in any way.
Alright, guys. Are we ready with our disguises?
Alright.
Yes. Can I also use my disguise self?
Yeah, sure. But, if you don't do that in front of everyone,
No, I say it as it. What I did is basically a spell.
yeah, but like if you don't announce that they're going to see you change shape regardless if they think it's a spell or not. They're likely gonna think that you're a threat because it's like
Yeah,
they
I
don't see
mean,
you
Rayan did
physically change.
change. Wait, did Rayan change now?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. So
It's just
what makes Myriad different?
no. It's like
Yeah, but I can
in
always
in my
defend myself.
mind.
But I just copied the same spell. I used the same spell.
In my head, it's like I'm okay with it. With you flavoring it as copying the spell, but you gotta do it in front of everyone. Like you gotta.
What do you mean?
Everyone has.
It's the same. What do you mean? It's the same concept. I'm just changing shape, and then she's also
Yeah,
changing
yeah,
shape.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What's the difference?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because my brain was also thinking that Myriad would go hide behind a tree or something, but
Why do I need to?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you? Why would you? I don't know. Anyway, you guys are all disguised now.
Okay. We're just gonna be disguised. Okay.
You guys are all disguised now, so it's all good. Now it's the I'm gonna make the orcs uh pull an intelligence.
What do you mean? We can just tell them.
No, 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 no. It's not for the disguises. Because you guys made the rolls earlier. Now it's their turn to make rolls as
Okay.
part of the travel.
Okay.
That's 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ.
Oh, they really are the best of the best.
Well, we asked for the best of the best, and we got it.
Jesus. Well, all of them fail, and yeah, they're ahead. And Mirao approaches Malfae and asks, "Hey, we found something. It's kinda in the way.
I suggest not to touch it. 'Cause it might be one of our traps.
No, it's I don't recall the captain putting down a large chunk of ice as a trap.
Uh, then I
Hmm.
did.
Hmm.
Well, that or the weather is suddenly changing drastically.
Mira points to the mountains in the south, specifically Mount Pinepole. She says that it could be. There might have been some large ice shards that had formed at the top, and it just rolled on down here. But we need to get rid of it. Meanwhile, you just hear Arvor and Lukor just like grunting, trying to push it away.
It's best not to touch it for now.
I just don't touch it.
All right, so we take a different route.
Just walk
Yeah.
around it.
Okay. Cool.
Now it's not the time for jokes.
God damn it!
All right. We all move around
Okay.
and successfully clear it.
So do we like follow them? La 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 la.
Oh no, the ice is moving. What the hell?
No, it's because you guys are moving ahead. Yeah,
No, we are relatively moving in position to
yeah,
the
yeah. It's like the
tree.
thing that Jod does.
The trees are
Okay.
moving.
The trees create the charge and attacks everyone on the
All
Three
area
right.
of
charges forth.
opportunity.
I'm going to need, as this last, uh, it's not a fail state, so I'll call it a success state. As this last
Next roll
success
state.
state,
No,
roll state, whatever you call it, I need one representative from the group to make a roll. I'm not telling what it is yet, but
what
I can
roll? A
safely
DJ
say
roll?
I can safely
An
Hmm.
say
egg
that it's
roll.
going to be
An egg roll?
a. I
Dempsey
can
roll?
safely say it's gonna be a wisdom roll, a specific skill
Who
for
among
wisdom.
us is none the wiser?
Among Us is not the visor.
Who would like to be the tribute?
Uh,
I mean, I could try if you want.
All right.
You
Wait,
guys?
okay. I vote Eric.
you want
I vote Eric.
All right, I'm the sus. Therefore, there you go.
hard the
All
sus?
right.
All
While
right,
we are
Myriad.
traveling, Arvor approaches Myriad and asks if she can accompany him to scout ahead because he thinks he saw something.
What is it?
This is the part where I ask you to make a survival check to see what
Oh
you've
boy.
discovered.
Okay. What is it?
I'm gonna make him roll 1, 2. Yeah.
What is it, Chief? What did you find? What's in the box?
As you advance and hide behind some bushes, Arvor trips and falls face first into some uh what what appears to be like snow. Yeah.
Okay.
And in the distance, Myriad, you see light from what appears to be a campfire. Very faintly, you see a very faint light. Uh, campfire light. Firelight? Is that what you call it? Whatever. Yeah, yeah, that's what you see. There's a clearing, and there's how do I describe it? It's a clearing. It's a large clearing, and from a depressed, sunken area, there's a faint glow of firelight.
Okay. Did something see us?
Doesn't look like it. You don't see anything, to be to be precise. It's just that the clearing, the sunken area, and the firelight coming from the sunken area.
Get up, boy. Get up. Get up.
What? Uh, what?
Shut.
Uh, what's going on?
Camp. Nearby.
Camp.
Tell the others. Tell the others.
Arvor returns.
Can I peep the camel, bro?
Can you what?
Can I peep maybe I could hear something, maybe conversation. Like I don't need to like peek over the edge. I just need to listen.
Make a perception check with disadvantage. It's pretty far.
Okay. Give me my disadvantage roll and then perception. Perception. Ah. Anyway,
I'm gonna be transparent. I set the DC to 10.
Well,
Yeah.
what's the disadvantage? So why not?
You hear nothing, as in straight up nothing, other than the crickets at night
I guess I'm
and
just
the
gonna wait.
passing howls.
You know what they
Owls.
you know
Sorry.
what they say. The hunter doesn't stay the hunter forever. So while we have the advantage, we're just gonna. Oh,
Well, that
well,
sounded
shit.
ominous.
Hello, James.
LBRB, hold on.
Ah, okay. You were saying,
Because
Eric?
I had Arvor like tell the others to camp nearby.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm.
Arvor returns to
Is there a
Malfae and
way like I
Raeanne.
could get closer without alerting anything?
You can try to make a stealth roll.
I could try to do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk carefully,
All right.
casually approach the child.
All right. Well, you approach
Just enough to
closer.
hear something.
You approach closer, and hmm, because I just realized that we're almost out of time.
Well, that's too bad. Anyway, continue.
I guess I'll leave it as a. Hold on. Let me just set,
Cliffhanged. Ah!
let me
All right.
just set up the. Let me just set up the thing so I can show you.
I'm back.
Hello,
Welcome
welcome
back.
back.
What
I'm
happened?
playing Metal Gear Solid, but the clap of my ass cheeks does not alert the guards.
Oh, you mean the steel clockwork liquid?
The what?
The steel clockwork liquid. Never mind that.
No.
None of that. So what happened?
The DM is deciding whether you should end on the cliffhanger or not.
You know what? I'm gonna hang on the cliff. That's a cliffhanger.
Myriad, you
I'm gonna
approach.
hang.
Myriad, you approach the edge of the bushes in the tree line, and I'm going to move you somewhere because only you see this. But I'm gonna move everyone's tokens. Only Myriad can see. Only Eric can see the thing, though.
Okay.
As of now.
Wait. So this concludes the session.
Really?
You see it, Eric?
Not yet. Something important is the happening.
Oh,
I
sorry.
see it.
You should be here. There you go. Yeah, that's what you see.
Alright.
The others are here. So what do you do?
I'll
Oh,
go.
by the way, for the others, Arvor um, approaches you guys. Malfae first. Malfae and Raeanne are supposedly together, and Arvor says uh, he doesn't know how to address you both, so he just says, "Master, master."
Hmm?
And he like points in the direction where Myriad is. Camp found.
Huh. So it seems that they have already planted themselves here. Well,
So what do you guys do?
what are
Except
we?
for Myriad. Myriad's already stationed.
Are we waiting for? Head down.
All right. Rayan, are you gonna do anything?
No, I think I'm just gonna follow Malfae.
Can I just
Alright.
approach Rayan? Like hold
Rayan and
her.
Malfae, you guys are together.
Okay, so I'm gonna hold her. I'm gonna hold her by the shoulders
Okay.
and just say, Rayan, listen to
Yes.
me. This thing that we're gonna do right now is rather dangerous. I need you. So I need you to trust me on this.
All right.
All else fail, you just run past us and
What?
no, you just run past us and try to create as much destruction as you can.
All right then. I'm pretty good with that.
I guess that's the only time I trust you on that. But still, it's gonna be tough.
Alright. So do you guys enter the bushes?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, oh, oh.
Well, gonna move everyone here now.
Oh,
You all
nice.
see this.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Crossfire. Oh.
There
I
you go.
I
It's
see we're
loaded properly.
still.
And oh my god,
Let
it
me just
looks
move
so
you here
good.
so that it
Big camp.
looks like it's more reasonable for you guys. Yeah, I'll just move you here. There you go. That's the starting point.
Okay, okay.
Big camp
So,
ahead.
She
can
nods.
we move our tokens or
Can you
no? I'm
guys
just.
move your tokens?
Oh yeah. Okay, okay.
Oh, okay. So good. Yeah, that's what you see. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to end it on a cliffhanger. We're running on a bit of a schedule today.
This is fine.
This is
Okay.
fine.
This is
Yeah.
fine.
But
All right.
wait a second. What is Bodhin doing all this time?
C4
So
118. C4 18.
C418. And so with that, I'll bring you guys back to the start. And because we didn't do anything that significant, I'm awarding everyone one standard inspiration, including Bodin.
Yippee!
Yippee.
Yeah, this is partially my fault because of the abrupt schedule thing. So yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it a heroic because I feel like I don't know.
Oh my
I
god,
feel like
mister, you're too kind.
You're too
I feel like I
generous.
owe you guys. Here you go. And I'm gonna draw one for yeah. If you get a black card, there it is. For 24 hours, whenever you would be reduced to zero of your hit points, you instead reduce. Okay, let me get this. I'm a yoink it. I'm a
Can I
yoink it,
reroll one?
and I'm gonna put it on the thing. Whose is this?
Mine.
That's yours?
Mine.
Alright.
Can I reroll mine? If you look closely, I have duplicates.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's so
Eric, I'm
surprising.
gonna delete this now. I put it on the battle map.
Okay.
James, I can't see yours. Sorry. I'm gonna put you on. Where can I put you? I'll put you on the old on your
Shouldn't
map room,
this
I guess.
be already the land shouldn't the landing zone be what James made already?
The what? Sorry.
The landing zone. The
What
one
about it?
where everyone's eating or in the bar. The one James made.
Um.
Oh, it's for an overlay on the VOD.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's also cool here. If we can also put that here. It's cool. The
Which ones are the who
This
the
one,
whats?
I dropped it.
overlay, because it's cool if it's also there.
No, no,
I thought
That's
the
the
I
card.
thought it was also for. I thought
that's
it was
the reroll. I mean, you can keep a duplicate. I don't mind.
Okay.
Oh.
Yoink.
I don't mind if
Okay.
we keep a
So no
duplicate.
problems whatsoever.
Okay. You were saying, Chair?
Nothing is okay.
Okay. So yeah, that's that. And um yeah, that concludes our session. Uh
Alright.
wait please wait for a while. I'm going to You can leave the roll 20, but I stay in Discord for a while.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just
What's
get
the
my
XP?
I'll stick around.
No XP. All right.
later
Not
later.
yet.
Later.
I'll
Not
post it
yet.
in the log na lang.
I'm
I'll
gonna
just post it in the log. Uh stand by for our meeting.
Okay.
'Cause I need to I'm gonna just open the
hold on.